Hello everybody, I'm Jenoa and this is Dr. Frankie.
Hello.
And we today are having the sex talk. Yay! Alright, so an important thing that happens to many long-term couples is bed death, where you lose the spark, you're best friends, you have an amazing life together, and you no longer want to do it. So what are some things that people can do if this happens to them? It's not over, right? There's stuff that you can do to reignite the passion in your relationship. Okay.
And there's stuff that you can do to kind of delay lesbian bed death, you know, or bed death in general. I mean, it's not just
I thought it was just lesbians. I've talked about this before. I really did think it was a lesbian thing, but apparently it happens to straight people and gay men, although gay men usually have an open relationship and that's how they deal with it. But apparently it happens to everybody.
Yes. So, you know, there are things you can do to kind of delay it. And one is to sort of, you hear people say, well, have you ever farted in front of your, when did you first fart in front of your girlfriend?
Never.
Right? So,
not on purpose.
Or do you use the restroom with the door open with your girlfriend there? Are you that comfortable, or boyfriend there, whatever it is?
Okay.
So I think if we can sort of keep that separate, it would be good.
Don't demystify your bowel movements and urination, is what Dr. Frankie is saying.
You really just want to kind
keep it misty.
Be sexy. And even, I mean, we know that we all have to go to the bathroom. We all have gas that we have to pass from time to time, right? We all know this. But you want to kind of keep that separate and private. That's for you to do on your own time, you know? Mm-hmm. So be presenting yourself in a, just a sexier way than, you don't want your partner to associate farting and you, anyway. So you get my point, right?
Yes.
So that's one thing that you can do. You can also try to keep spontaneity in sort of in the picture, part of your life. So,
yeah, okay, that's sexy.
What happens after a while is like, you know what, I don't forget about screwing on the living room floor. Like, I just want to be comfortable. It's not that comfortable, so I want to be in the bed. And every time you're in this, going to the bed. So you want to,
you come home, you have dinner, you have a glass of wine, you put on your PJs, you brush your teeth, you climb into bed, you do it, you go to sleep. If that's your regimen, then you should
change it up.
Yeah, you should maybe get a new outfit, surprise your partner at the door, push them against the wall, take their glasses off, and take them directly on the floor in the foyer.
I love it.
Right?
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. So just kind of switch it up, be creative. If you have any fantasies that you've been thinking of, that you've been dreaming about, incorporate them in there, like
communication, right? Communicate your fantasies.
Yeah, go to a sex shop. Get a book about, different positions. Just keep being creative. That'll keep the fire alive. Otherwise, it's a matter of time. It's just sort of gonna die out. It'll just die out sooner. So you gotta work on it.
Right.
And then to reignite the energy and the chemistry, I think you've got to sort of start somewhere, and you don't want to start with putting pressure on yourself to kind of dive in, you know what I mean, and jump right back into it, because it's awkward. I've certainly been there where you're giggling and you're like, wait, why am I giggling right now? I know what I'm doing, and why am I wondering if I'm, touching with the right pressure? You get too in your head.
Yeah, self-conscious.
So self-conscious. So start out with a massage, you know what I mean?
Lower your expectations.
Take that pressure off, because pressure and sex together equals no sex. You can't relax enough to be present enough, to be open enough, to be vulnerable enough. So take that off the table. Maybe just take sex off the table initially.
Right.
And instead
just have a massage day and have no orgasms in sight. Just make your partner feel nice with massage. Have them make you feel nice. If you both get aroused and something happens, that's a freebie maybe.
Totally.
But it's not part of the deal.
Yeah. So
that nobody feels pressure.
Exactly. Or take a shower together, take a bath together,
that's
go to the hot tubs together.
Super hot.
I mean, so I love it. So that's a great idea. Just take it off the table. And you'll see that you can show up in a much more kind of comfortable, confident way. But just know that for most people, there are periods in their long-term relationships where there's an ebb and a flow, right?
Okay.
Where it dies out. And if you don't make the effort, make the time, if you have to carve it out in your schedule, that's what you do. And if you're feeling in that moment, I just don't, I'm not feeling sexual right now, I'm not feeling hot, I'm not feeling turned on in any way, and it's really hard for me to get up the energy, do it anyway. Fake it till you make it. You do it anyway, because you'll realize and correct me if I'm wrong. Email me if I'm wrong. You try this and then let me know. drfrankie@littlegaybook.com if I'm wrong. Halfway through, right before you climax, you're going to be like, this is the best.
Why did I want to do this? What was wrong?
Yes. Yeah. So you'll be happy you did it. So I just want you to kind of push through that resistance a little bit and do it, and you'll be happy you did.
So there is hope. The relationships do ebb and flow. So if it doesn't mean your relationship is over. It doesn't mean that you will never be romantic again. It doesn't mean you'll never have passion again. It just means right now you need to do a few things, work a little harder to get the spark back, but you can. People in long-term relationships, I've heard them tell me that they've had periods where they just weren't that sexual with each other, but they got it back. And some of it's up here, and some of it's down here. And if you can start working up here and be attentive to your partner and be present, and really, sometimes it's stuff that's happening in your relationship, and maybe that's what you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not even just growing used to each other. There might be a real issue that maybe a professional can help you with.
Yes, exactly.
So if these tips that we're telling you don't work, go find someone to talk to. Talk about your relationship and get a professional, and they can push you back into the passion pit.
We can help you identify some things that you're just not seeing, blind spots, that kind of thing. So
I think this was the sex talk.
Great. Yes. Thanks for listening.